Hey guys, welcome back to doremicom channel. What you have in front of here is a game that I picked up at GenCon called Love Letters. It's by a company called AEG. This particular set is themed with Adventure Time, the cartoon, and this is literally everything that comes in the box, well, or blister-looking box. So comes with a bag, 16 cards, all with different numbers, and they all have different effects. 4 reference cards, including the one that's underneath these little gems that are used for scorekeeping, and a very, very easy rule book. During gameplay, you will have one card in your hand, and when it's your active turn, you will draw a second one, and then be forced to play one. So for the most part, you're just maintaining a single card in your hand. Let's talk about what the cards do. Knowing that the end goal is to either kick out your opponents so that you're the only one remaining, or if there are other opponents at the end of the game where all the cards have been drawn from the card pile, you want to end up with as high a number as possible. So for example, if I had a hero and the person I was playing against had a gossip, which was a 3 versus a 5, I would take that particular token. The number of tokens you need is based on how many people play. So if it's a 2-person game, you need to have 7. If it's a 3-person game, you need to have 5. And if it's a 4-player game, you need to have 4. Okay, so let's again talk about what the various cards do. The most numerous card is the guard card. And when you play the guard card, so again, if I drew a guard and I put him down, that's playing the card. You can pick an opponent and guess what card they have. The only value you cannot guess is 1. So if, let's say, Jeff, who is to my left, has a companion card and I play down the guard and I go, I think you have a companion card, number 4. If it's in his hands, he puts it down and he is out of that particular round of play. The number 2 cards allow you to choose a player that one of your opponents and look at what card they have. Number 3 gossip card is, if I play it, the other card that's in my hand is compared numerically to one of my opponents. And if my value is greater than their value, they're knocked out. Otherwise, if my card is of lesser value, I'm knocked out. And if we tie, nothing happens. And that information is not shared with any other players. Only the person who is knocked out displays what card they have. This can be really dangerous, though. If I play a gossip and I have a princess and the person I knock out has a lady, it kind of informs everyone, clearly I have the princess card.
Yeah.
We'll get to why that's really bad soon. Companion card. If you were to play the companion card, nothing can happen to you next turn. You can actually play a card against a person with a companion card, but no effects occur. A good thing, a reason you might want to do this is, let's say, if I'm the active player and Jeff, again to my left, had already played the companion card, and then it's my turn, I had a gossip card and drew another gossip card, I might be worried that he has something that's greater than a 3, so I can throw my gossip card down against Jeff so that it does not take effect.
But you still get to release one of your cards.
But I still have to release a card. Hero card. When I play a hero card, either I or I can choose someone else that I'm playing against has to discard their card and draw a new card. The wizard card. If you have the wizard card, you can play it and trade hands with another opponent. The lady card actually has no effect. However, if you have the lady card and you draw the wizard or a hero, you are forced to play the lady card, which can sometimes telegraph to your opponents what cards you have in your hand. A good thing to do sometimes is, if you have a royal subject and a lady, play the lady, because if they have guards, they'll guess 5 and 6 and not realize that you have a royal subject.
Yeah.
And the last card is the princess card. If you discard it, or if you're forced to discard, basically play the princess card, you lose for that round.
And the princess has no special abilities.
There's no special abilities, just like the lady card. Okay, so that's all there is to it. We're going to actually now show a complete game, 3-player game. So to my left is Jeff. To my right is Chris.
Hey.
And we are going to get this game started. I'm going to have Jeff start shuffling these cards just a little bit. Hand out the reference cards. Again, that's what it looks like. And I will be the banker, effectively keeper of the tokens for the time being. I think for round 1, we'll actually play hands up.
Sure.
And then every other round, we'll play hands down as though we're playing the real game.
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay.
I don't trust you guys. No.
Well, the funny thing is you only have 1 card, so there's nothing to hide. And all of us have agreed to wear relatively short-sleeved shirts.
Sleeves.
Yeah.
I've seen magicians. Those are long enough.
Reaching up here to get my card might be problematic.
Let me just...
Okay, now, another important thing. When you are playing with more than 2 players, you will put 1 card to the side to keep people from being able to count the cards. But if you're playing 2-player, make sure you're putting 3 cards to the side. We take a look at our cards. The player who's the youngest typically begins the game, which we know is Chris. And we're going to go ahead and play hands up, just so, again, you guys can see what it looks like. We're going to pretend that we don't know.
So I'm going to draw my card for turn. And I am going to guess that you have a hero.
So before he guesses, he's going to play the guard card. So this will be in his hand. We won't see it. He'll play the guard, and you're going to guess that Jeff has the hero card.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
I don't have a hero.
Okay.
So nothing happens. I then draw my card. This is a horrible card to start with. But I will play my hero card, and I cannot, in this case, cause myself to discard, because if I discard the princess, I lose.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to have Chris discard his card.
So I discard and draw a new card.
Because you must always have a card in your hand.
Yes.
Which is a gossip.
So now Jeff goes.
My turn goes. I drew a guard, but I won't use that yet. I'm going to use the royal subject, which allows me to look at another player's hand. I'm going to look at Brian's hand.
And that's normal pace right now for the games we're playing. Now,
so
I'm showing Jeff this card. I do not have to let Chris know what card I have. But this is really bad, because if I can't figure a way to get rid of Jeff this next turn, he'll be able to play the guard card next and pull me out because I can't get rid of this card.
yeah, this is actually a really strong combo. Being able to look, and then since I'm not actually guessing, I can immediately attack with the guard.
You just got to hope that someone doesn't have a gossip card, because both of these are so low that a gossip card can pull you out.
I'm going to draw, and I drew a hero, which is pretty high. And
Chris's normal play would be he would play a gossip card, because the 5 is actually a pretty outstanding card to compare
probably
against.
play it against you.
Okay.
So this benefits me, and I try not to smile too hard.
So
I have
I
a
would
1.
show the 5. He has a 1. I win. So he's gone.
So now Jeff is out of the game, which alleviates a lot of stress for me, because, again, the princess card. And it's important to note, he has this hidden, but if this was played, we would know that there's no heroes left, because, again, there are 5/1 cards. For the 2, 3, 4, and 5, there's only 2. So kind of keep an eye on what cards get discarded when you have a guard card late in the game. Oh, wait a minute. So I already drew my card. Here it is. And it's a gossip card. Now, this is unbelievably beneficial to me, because he hasn't played a companion card, so I can still play it against him. I play the gossip card. The good news is that even if he didn't do that, this probably would have happened to you as well.
Yeah.
So that we compare cards. I show him that I have the princess, which is the dominating card for gossip.
Mm-hmm.
And again, when you play gossip, you use the other card to compare against another opponent's value. So in this case, I pull Chris out of the game because my value is higher, and I grab one of the tokens to indicate I'm in the lead. Now, every time a person wins a hand, they're the people that start the game first. So for the next hand, I will be starting first.
In the next game, yeah.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and drop the card. Again, this is the discard. I go first again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to show you guys what it is. You're just going to see the gameplay at this point. And which one of these? I guess I'm going to play the guard, and I'm going to assume that Jeff has the wizard.
I do not have the wizard.
Okay.
So I draw a card for my turn. I have very good cards. Just gonna throw that out there. I'm gonna play a companion, which will protect me from the other players.
Now, also note, when you start playing this game, realize what cards they have, and sometimes you'll see people shuffle their hands. I know for a fact that this was the card that he originally had. So my guess about the wizard might still be good for his next card.
All right. I am going to guess that you have a hero.
No, I do not have a hero. Okay, so I will go ahead and guess that you have a gossip.
I do not.
Okay, and that would be a number 3 value card.
I'm gonna play a royal subject at number 2 value. Lets me look at someone else's hand, and I'm gonna do that to Brian. Ooh.
So I
okay.
show him my hand, and
It's fearsome.
it's really funny because I've watched people go ooh and ah, and they'd be like,
Anything.
"It's a guard."
It's all part of the game.
Yep.
I am going to guess that you have a lady.
I do not.
Okay. And that was a 1 guard. I played 2.
And wow, guards are coming out fast and fierce now.
That's the last card, actually.
Yeah. And I will guess that you have the princess.
No.
Ah.
It's funny, I know what you have, but now all the guards are gone. All right.
Play a gossip.
I am going to play a gossip,
Okay.
a 3-pointer. So I have to compare our secret hand cards with someone. I'm going to do that with Chris. And I was knocked out of the game.
All right, Chris.
I had a 5-pointer, and that wasn't enough.
I'm going to trade with you.
Yep, you had the princess. Great. But now I just need to stay alive.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't have a choice. This is the princess card. He already knows it but I know what he has, which is a lady card, but
not much we can do.
Nothing I can do. I have to play that card.
Sorry, buddy.
He has the hero. The hero can force either the person that plays or another player to discard their card. In this case, I discard the princess, and Chris takes the token.